Welcome back, everyone. Much of the interest in the new Walton School of Medicine has been its vision of whole health learning and the architectural designs of the complex being built there in Bentonville. Instructors, though, and administrators are equally excited about the school's priority to use innovative technology for learning. Arkansas Business got an overview of those plans last week. Editor Lance Turner here now with more about this. And so, Lance, what kind of technology is going to be used in this new school?
Well, Kevin Kunkler, who's an assistant dean at the school, presented some of the medical school's plans last week at the Northwest Arkansas Tech Summit. And the technology they plan to use at the school kind of runs the gamut and includes advanced imaging tools for use in the classroom. For example, instructors say that they'll not use cadavers, which have been in use in medical schools for about as long as medical schools have been around, but instead they'll use three-dimensional anatomy technology so that students can actually see inside the human body from a 3D perspective.
That is amazing. All right, so a lot of the ideas around this technology seem to be making it a whole lot more accessible to students and pretty much accessible anytime and anywhere.
That's right. Yeah, that's another goal. Representatives of the school say that they want their students, through those kinds of technologies, to be able to access all these digital materials remotely pretty much at any time. So, imagine a student is up at 2:30 in the morning, as they often are. They can use their laptops or their devices to access these intricate 3D maps of gross anatomy, freeing them from the constraints of having to be in a lab or be in a classroom physically, just making it that much more relevant and accessible to them.
It's interesting. It's all about getting the students to go to your school. So how does all of this play into recruiting for the school?
That's right. That gets to another major strategy for the School of Medicine. Traditionally there are financial obstacles for some students to even apply to a medical school. But application interviews today, happening on things like Zoom or in virtual tours, are going to allow more students access and can get around some of those financial obstacles to apply. And so Kunkler says that's going to give more students from more diverse backgrounds a chance to consider different places to apply to medical school, places like the Walton School of Medicine. And speaking of applications, that 154,000 square foot medical school is scheduled to open before we know it. It'll be here in 2025.
Certainly ain't nothing like it was when we were in college.
That's right.
Sure. All right, Lance, thanks. Appreciate that. Of course, you can read more about the new Walton School of Medicine on the Arkansas Business website, arkansasbusiness.com.